Hey everybody, so Chris here, on board Hot Ticket 2, correct? Hot Ticket number 2. Alright, we're nice enough to be invited on here by Captain Jeff Paycheck on his beautiful boat. So like I said before, we're going to go over a lot of things, the way that he sets things up, his equipment. And like I said, I'm not going to interject my opinion on anything here. This is the way that Captain Jeff runs things, and I got to tell you, he's got a sweet setup. So if you want to come on here, I'll give you all the links down below in the description. I'll give you his website, his phone number, and Jeff runs a great charter. He's one of the best trout fishermen out here that I've seen, and he puts a lot of really nice kings in the boat too. So again, those links are going to be down below. But let's start off with the boat. So this is a beautiful 1994 33-foot Albemarle. Now Albemarle is not real common on the Great Lakes. There's only a few of them out here that I've seen. Like I said, this is a 33-foot. It's got an 11-foot beam. It's kind of a little bit more narrow beam than your typical over 30-foot boats. Most of them have about a 12 to 14-foot beam and on up. But this one's a little narrower. The thing I know about Albemarles is they're heavy. They're real heavy. And this runs twin diesels, and it's got a lot of power. But it's a heavy boat. And I tell you, sometimes, well not sometimes, many times, that heavier boat, it's just a huge advantage over those lighter boats. These heavy boats really fish well. You know, you think about it, you're out there in big waves, and the lighter boats are just taking them up and down, up and down, and up and down, and your baits are down there flopping all over. These heavy boats, boy, they plow right through those big waves, and think how much more steady your baits are going to be running. So these are wonderful boats. Anyway, let's go over the gear. Let's see how Captain Jeff has this thing set up. Alright, so now we're back here in the back of the boat, you know, back here in the meat and potatoes of everything, and I know that this has a fly bridge, which not real common here on the Great Lakes, a little bit more of an offshore, you know, tuna type setup, but I know from experience and talking with Captain Jeff that thing can really come in handy if you're offshore fishing here and you're looking for temp breaks out there for, you know, steelhead and scum lines, things like that. So it can be a nice advantage. Let's take a look at the equipment setup. Big John quad trees right there. I know he runs his long lines off there. Then he's got some more rod holders on the inside here where he's got his rods put away for storage. Some more storage down here. Boards are ready right there, ready to go out per side. I know he's got his port and his starboard already set up right there, so you can just grab them when he gets to his spot. More storage on this side. And then the same thing over here for the quad rod trees, running those long lines. And then we'll work around the port side here. He's got his rod holders right here for Dipsy divers. Running Trax Tex downriggers. It looks like he's got a 3-rigger setup. So he's got his port side out and down, shoot rigger, and starboard side out and down. And what's really nice, I noticed back here, are these equipment boxes that he has set up. He's got his Dipsy divers right there, ready to go. So when he gets to his spot, everything is set up. He doesn't have to fumble around in the dark. His Dipsy divers are set up, you know, for the correct side. And I like what he does here with his rotators. Same thing that we do a lot of times on our boat. He's already got them connected right to the Dipsy diver, going down to the rotators. So that's a real nice setup, because I know the same thing over here, he can do that. He's got his wire diver rods set up right here. High divers and low divers, all he has to do is grab that, reach down here to his Dipsy divers, throw that on, get those things out. And I know, talking to Captain Jeff, that the first thing he likes to do is to get that probe down, even without a rod on it, get that probe down so he starts dialing in the speed. Then he'll get his wire divers out, get those out there, start getting those things out, you know, in there and out of the way, and then get that shoot rigger down there so he can judge his direction. He can see which way that thing is running off to the current. It's a really nice setup. You know, those type of things come from a lot of experience, figuring out how to do things quickly and efficiently. And everything has a reason. You know, everything that he does on here, I'm sure, has a reason why he does it. And so he can judge exactly where he wants to get and how he's going to fish. And if we look back here, it looks like we have a casualty of the fishing season. Looks like a nice king is floating back there. Looks like somebody cleaned up on the dock and somehow found its way in the water. Beautiful. But another thing I noticed about this Albemarle is how low the gunnels are to the water, and that's something I really appreciate on a boat. You're not reaching. Ray Marine wants to keep talking to us, but when the gunnels are so low like this, you don't have to reach way over to net fish, put things in the water, set your lines, etc., etc. Really nice setup. Really nice big wide open space. And I do like the way he has everything set up in here. I know I wasn't going to throw a lot of my opinions in, but I am going to say that I do really like the way the Captain Jeff has everything set up on here. So a quick look around here. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm up here in the cockpit space of the Hot Ticket 2, Captain Jeff's area up here, and I got to tell you, one of the first things I noticed is all the beautiful space that's up here on these Albemarles. What beautiful boats. Huge captain's area. Really nice layout on the control section here. Your typical twin engine layout. And I see that Captain Jeff runs all Ray Marine electronics up here. And he's got his main GPS fish finder right up here over his head. Really nice place where you can see it. You don't have to crane around and to get a good look at it. Then over here he's got some older Ray Marine products. I don't know how much he uses those things, but then I look up here in the electronics cabinet and I see he's got his fishhawk set up there, his radio, and it looks like some type of music player, something from maybe 1998. Good old 10-disc changer there. But hey, that's fine. We're fishing anyway. So really nice layout here in the cockpit section. Lots of room for the customers to come on board. Nice big couch right here. And a whole bunch of fish storage, or I'm sorry, lure storage beneath that seat. And of course down below it goes down into the cuddy. We're not going to go down there, but we're going to stay back here to the main fishing area. Okay, so that's it. We're going to wrap up right there. Huge thanks to Captain Jeff Paycheck for letting me come on to let all of you take a look around his boat. We're going to continue on this series with a couple other charter boats right here in the area. In fact, I'm going to try to do as many as possible just to give everyone here an idea of the setups, on the way these pros run these boats. So we're going to do a bunch here in Manistee, and if you're out there and you got a boat you want me to come take a look at, put up here on our channel, give me a shout. ChrisTangleTackle at gmail.com. I'm happy to come out. If it's not too far, obviously, I'm happy to come out. We can take a look at your boat. You know, kind of highlight what you do and how you do it. Well, anyway, again, huge thanks to Captain Jeff for letting me come on here. Hot Ticket 2 Charters is the name. Website, like I said, I'm going to put down below. Phone number I'll put below, but the website is Hot Ticket and then 2 I's for the number 2, charter.com. Was that it?
Charters.com. Yeah.
Hot Ticket 2 I's, charters.com. Captain Jeff is off the camera here. He didn't really want to get on here. He's camera shy. Hey, I get it, no problem. But, alright, we're going to wrap it up right there. Again, always, thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on all our videos. Make sure to like, subscribe. Subscribing is a great idea because, like I said, we're going to have a bunch of these coming out. Some great things to look at. Alright, take care.